Hopefully this runs smoothly without any performance tuning. But we're gonna start up Lies of P, the first Souls-like. Okay. I'm pretty sure. I might have updated my GPU. It's compiling shaders. I did update my GPU recently, so thankfully it's fast. Or I should specify my driver. Now we're not going to play this for too long today. Oh, we might be having some performance issues because compiling shaders has a lot of CPU demand. Because at 4, there's something I want to do, which I might do on stream, but we'll see. I don't think I'm necessarily going to make a VOD out of it unless it's a success. So we'll see. But I also don't know how long I'll be playing this for. But knowing me, I'll probably lose track of time. Enough. So for my own reference, right now I've got things on high as opposed to best. So hopefully that'll be good, because I remember this not having issues when I played the demo. So Legendary Stalker is the game's default difficulty. They added 2 easier difficulties through updates when the DLC expansion Overture came out, because apparently it is, that specifically is really hard, but then they thought, well, may as well just apply it to the whole game. Geppetto is an exceptionally talented and tenacious genius craftsman. All puppet technology in Krot was born of his hands. Now lying. I forgot the fucking loading bar is Pinocchio's nose. In honor of the great writer Carlo Collodi.
Can you hear me? Geppetto's puppet. We need your help.
Left arm of seal. A benefit was delivered. Okay. Alchemist hat, illusory emerald glasses, treasure hunter's mask, treasure hunter's hunting apparel. I don't know what this is from. Winter festival peaked hat, earnest reindeer's antlers, midwinter night's red rose. So I guess this is just like Kazan's seasonal bonuses. Azure dragon crescent glaive, bandana of the honorable, armor of the honorable. All right. Oh, I literally have a special weapon already equipped. Left-hand parts made of metal and throws forward strong punches. Left-hand parts made with exquisite detail. They do not have special powers. Geppetto's name is faintly engraved on them. Workshop Union Basic Frame. Parts that enhance puppet frames and absorb physical damage. A basic frame made by the Workshop Union. It is a part that reinforces puppet frames made with standard dimensions. Workshop Union Old Generator Converter. Appendage parts that increase the attribute resistances of puppets. Can enhance resistance to attribute status ailments. An old generation appendage made by the Workshop Union. Its design is old, but it is cheap and effective, so it is still the main one in use. Cartridge prototype. Parts that apply to puppet circulatory systems can enhance resistance to special status ailments. A prototype developed by the Workshop Union and came into being after various efforts to improve puppet performance. Certified liner. Reduces physical damage. A liner made in the dimensions approved by the Workshop Union. It can be made by anyone as long as it complies with certification standards, so who manufactured it cannot be determined. Oh, cool, and we can just immediately equip that stuff. We have the Sit Gesture, a throne made of gold, a beggar's shabby mat. Their weight may differ, but they are both for sitting. Check ground. There's a saying in the country of the morning across the sea that goes, even stone bridges should be tapped before crossing. Pulse Cell. Use a pulse cell to recover HP. There's a maximum number of times pulse cells can be used. When you reach the maximum, the cell will be discharged. If you attack enemies while the cell is discharged, the pulse cell will be gradually charged. Pulse cells are ergo cells that power the P organ. They work with stargazers, and they can also convert the energy from an attack's impact to recharge. Grinder. Repairs weapon durability. Decreases each time you attack enemies with a weapon. Use a grinder to repair your weapons. When durability falls to 0, attack decreases and the weapon cannot be repaired with a grinder. Thus, it is advised to keep an eye on the durability gauge. To those in battle, the grinder is their lifeline. The sharpness of their blade can mean life or death. Last resort. Immediate character death upon use. A special device that releases all of P organ's energy at once dies upon use. The old man feared the possibility of his son failing to awaken properly and going into a frenzy. This initialization device was made as a necessary evil for delicate readjustments. Can we unequip? From here. Okay, so upper and lower, so that's going to be up and down on the D-pad, I imagine. Always appreciate good freckles on a character design.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
God, I forgot how gorgeous this game is. The textures are immaculate.
Jim will restart soon.
I see they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry. My name is Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krot, and I'll explain what's happening. Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
Monad's lamp. Select the upper belt, press and hold to select the first slot. Yeah, so up and down on the D-pad, and then use the selected belt item. Equip items and gestures on the belt to use them. Press and hold to select the first slot of the belt. X, hold down to activate the extra bag. Equip items and gestures on the extra bag to use them. Do not be afraid, even if you are lost in the fog. The cricket guide will be with you. Monad's lamp. Light up the characters surrounding. Cool. What long as... Okay, touchpad. A small lamp with a cricket guide puppet inside. It illuminates the darkness with a faint light. Do not be afraid, even if you get lost in the fog. The cricket guide will be with you. Not sure why I can't clear that. White shirt. Everyday attire that can be worn casually. It is imbued with someone's kind consideration. It is a casual attire, but made from a sturdy material. The old man was thorough when it came to his son's clothes in anticipation of the rarest of disasters. Treasure hunter's hunting apparel. Hunting apparel worn by the greatest treasure hunter of Krot. The golden wings attached to these clothes serve as proof of their identity. The hound was the subject of everyone's admiration, so much that some even aspired to steal his name. Armor of the Honorable, once worn by a famed general from an eastern land. Its colors may have faded after countless battles, but it is imbued with loyalty that has yet to wane. Even the most splendid gifts from a powerful warlord could not outshine the memories he shared with his sworn brothers. Those who know honor know where their true values lie. Alchemist hat. Often worn by alchemists. Necessity if you are transcending celebrity in Krot. Lofty humans use dignity and grace to elevate themselves. True elegance does not need a sword to conquer an opponent. Treasure hunter's mask. This is the mask worn by the hound in pursuit of secrets and conspiracies. Everyone assumed that the greatest treasure hunter of Krot would be incredibly wealthy. However, there was one true treasure that he sought to protect. Winter Festival peaked hat, a red peaked hat worn to celebrate Krot's Winter Festival. It is said that the benevolent saint gives presents to good children. They say the saint knew when children lied, yet he still loved the world full of such lies. An antler headband accessory worn to celebrate Krot's Winter Festival. The earnest reindeer flew with the saint and his gifts across the silent night sky. It is said that children who received gifts from the saint draped their treasures over the reindeer's antlers. Following tradition, the people of Krot hang their fruits of appreciation on the Winter Festival tree. Bandana of the Honorable. Once worn by a famed general from an eastern land, the faded green cloth is a memento of the times that he spent with his sworn brothers. The sworn brothers never forget the oath that started it all. When everything is over, they shall once again stand under the blossoming trees and raise their glasses to brotherhood. Illusory emerald glasses. Glasses crafted with gems. It is popular among collectors because of its unique color. Jewel glasses that were among a certain alchemist collection. You may see illusions if you look beyond the emeralds. Winter Night's red nose. A nose to celebrate Krot's Winter Festival. The reindeer's red nose showed the way through the foggy night. Vanini loved the guiding reindeer so much that he hung a marvelous red nose on the tram on the day of the Winter Festival. The reindeer tram soaring across the sky soon became the symbol of Krot's Winter Festival. I remember stumbling across that in the demo as well. Vanini or Vanini? Probably the second one if I had to guess. That's a bit goofy. That's just a dog. That looks more... I was hoping that would actually look like a Santa hat in practice. That's just a fucking scouter. Oh, the left eye is more transparent for whatever reason. Don't like it. That's pretty cool though. I do like that. Very nice. And you might ask, well, why don't you read anything in Elden Ring, but in all these other Souls-likes you read everything? Because of the quantity. Elden Ring has way too much shit that is not important. So I'd rather skip even the important stuff. Get the most loyal servant to all parts of the world. Puppet Show Festival.
Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help.
Also, for something like this that has a more definitive narrative, I feel it's more important to be aware of lore and stuff rather than something that Elden Ring is more world building and just like figure it out. And you know, there are YouTube channels for that. On that note, I forgot to mention this earlier. there's a really good video on Bubsy 3D from Beta 64 I recommend checking out.
But the streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there. It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
Path of the Cricket, balance. Path of the Bastard, dexterity. Path of the Sweeper, strength. Balanced combat style with both power and speed. Quick and nimble combat style for striking the enemy's weak spots. And a heavy combat style that cuts down enemies using great physical strength. I do not remember which I ended up preferring in the demo. I'm probably going to go with the Path of the Cricket. Because if I had to hazard a guess, I don't think I like the Path of the Sweeper. And I don't think I would have used a rapier.
Destination Hotel Quad. Recommend escaping from this location.
Guard. Dash. Dodge. Yeah. And then we have our weapon, then we have our hilt, which can be hot swapped for varying effects. I love how, like, clanky and, like, again, electric and whatnot his metal arm is. A really well done, like, prosthetic is such a good character trait. Central Station, rainy night. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Oh, he even... Oh, shit, dude! You even get some transparency on there? Crazy. Special attack, hold down to charge attack. And then you get all covered in oil. I also feel like this game is channeling a lot of what made BioShock initially really memorable. That it really didn't keep up over time with Infinite and whatnot. Just the early BioShock games in particular. Throwing object. Sawtooth wheel. A cogwheel that is a common sight in crop can be thrown to draw an enemy's attention. Even worthless items can become useful if you collect them. Everything became useful in battle in the paralyzed city. I do kind of wish you could sprint with L3. I wonder if that's something that you can turn on. Oh god, it's the fucking forward jump. So we're back to classic Dark Souls. All right. Yeah, I've said this before, like, as much as I obviously appreciate Souls-likes, the early Dark Souls games just didn't have enough meat on the bone for me. I like having a firm narrative, like Code Vein, Kazan, and this, until Elden Ring became what it is and had so much depth to it that the looser narrative was no longer an issue for me because everything else about that game is just so immaculate. Pulse Cell. Use a Pulse Cell to recover HP. This says something about the maximum number of Pulse Cells. I don't know if that was an increase or if that was just... just like a consumable that refilled it for us. Press the button. Ow. Alright. You can block enemy attacks by guarding. If your guard is successful, your character will take reduced damage, but it will consume stamina. The reduced damage will be transferred to Guard Regain. Guard Regain accumulates, but gradually decreases over time. While you have Guard Regain, you can attack enemies to recover HP, a little bit of Bloodborne, a little bit of, fighting games with a great life. Perfect Guard. If a guard succeeds right before being hit, it triggers a Perfect Guard. When it's successful, you will not receive damage, only stamina is consumed. You can use Perfect Guards to destroy an enemy's weapon, or put the enemy in staggerable state.
You cannot see in the dark.
Ow!
Switch me on and gently will light away.
I mean, you're on. I appreciate that we do not knock off the walls. Ooh. I forget if that's something that you can do at any time. And then we also have an ability on L1 and triangle. Passenger's note. If anyone finds this note, get out of the station and run. Be sure to steer clear of the waiting room. I saw a huge puppet smashing people to death in there. I locked the door, but I don't know if that'll work. At least it should stop people from randomly coming in. I'm going to die soon, so I want to help you, even if it's not much. Please survive. Anyone. Whoa. Alright. Interesting. I wonder what the property of the Legion arm is in this case. Ergo is life. Chamber. Oh! Chamber of Machina Workshop. Oh, even that seems to have durability. Can I review... Okay, so Storm Slash is our Fable art. And then we can increase our attack temporarily with Concentrate. Puppet Saberblade. A saberblade made by fashioning a soldier puppet's weapon. The slightly bent blade has remarkable stability. They say puppets do not shed tears because they do not have souls for vessels. If they had souls, they would have something to put tears and lies in. Puppet's saber handle. standard sword handle made at the workshop. It has endured many battles, and the stains of blood and grease cannot be distinguished from one another. The red stain has faded to the point where the grease can't be distinguished from blood. The endless fighting was gone, leaving behind nothing but red upon the world. Fable Charge. A catalyst made to supplement puppet abilities rapidly charges Fable. The catalyst made puppets more efficient by circulating ergo energy within their bodies. This groundbreaking invention was based on one alchemist's idea. A fragment of ergo, a mysterious power stone that can be found in Krot. Geppetto's puppet can absorb ergo and turn it into power. Ergo is both a power source and a currency in Krot. Even small pieces can be put to good use in the city. So there was a passage that I completely ignored. I don't know if that was blocked off, but there is a shortcut here. There are doors and ladders all throughout Krot that are locked by devices. You can unlock these doors or go down the ladders to create shortcuts. Let's just quickly double check that before we engage. Oh, never mind. I guess it's just maybe waist high stuff won't cause that to happen. Well, these were some fancy bathrooms. A thermite bomb that can be thrown inflicts fire damage at the area of impact. After the puppet frenzy, people began to fashion weapons of resistance in their desperation. Many throwable weapons were manufactured, and these exhibited excellent results against their marching enemies. Time to clean up. Fatal attack. Face a staggered enemy and then use R1. Fatal attack can be performed on staggered enemies. If successful, it can inflict heavy damage. Cool. Lightweight frame and the main entrance key. Ironically, that is more weight than our current frame, but a fairly substantial physical damage reduction rate. This item was made in the Puppet Workshop for the purpose of improving strength while limiting the weight increase as much as possible. However, its weight is significantly greater than the standard version. Krot Central Station main entrance key. A key once held by a Krot Central Station puppet. It opens the front entrance of the station. The station puppet fulfilled the duty imprinted on it. Its last duty ended with bloody violence. And that does not open. I don't know what the 2. Does that mean I can level up 2 times, maybe? The top right corner? Similar to Night Rain's level up indicator. Welcome to Krot. Central Station Plaza. Repair the Stargazer. Stargazer activated. Use a Stargazer for fully recovering HP and stamina, as well as charging your pulse cells. You'll be revived at this point in case of death. Remember, this process also revives enemies, not just your character.
This is called a Stargazer. A marvelous device the Stalkers used in the past.
Warning. Puppet threshold exceeds danger estimates. Please reduce puppet numbers or reset danger parameters.
As we are not strong enough to beat the puppets. But if I lend my power to this Stargazer for a moment. Gather ergo, clever one. This Stargazer will make you stronger. But the Stargazer's strength doesn't last forever, so be careful with it. Hurry up and come to Hotel Krot.
Storage. Level up. When spending ergo to level up or to make a purchase, held ergo can also be used. Only the held ergo in the bag can be used, while the held ergo in storage cannot. There we go. It just allows you to access the consumable items. And yes, that is absolutely the number of levels that you have. Okay, so vitality is health. Guard regain percentage of damage taken, I guess. And then defense. Vigor is stamina. Capacity is legion. Carrying capacity. And also defense. Better than vitality. Motivity and technique are both damage stats. Basically, strength versus dexterity. I don't know which is which necessarily. And our weapon seems to scale with either right now. Seems like everything will slightly increase your... And then advance is resistances and legion. So I think we'll go for vitality and vigor. 304 is a nice round number for HP, and then stamina. Like right now, until we decide on a weapon we favor, stamina is going to get us more attacks and allow us to defend more. So that's probably our safest bet. And then if we get equipment that we need to equip that, fucks with our dodge, then we can focus on capacity. And if we get any good Legion abilities, we can look at upgrading Advance. But it's 207 versus... Yeah, Advance seems like kind of the junk stat in this. That doesn't have as much value to level up. And we can get another level momentarily. I need to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Oh. All right. Back to it. Yeah, there doesn't actually seem to be an explanation for motivity versus technique. I'm assuming motivity is strength, because technique sounds very, very much like dexterity. Hello. Ooch, fuck. I do appreciate the range. I want to say that I started with a saber and then I switched to the rapier for bosses to have faster attacks. And like the damage didn't change too much, but again, it's been a while and I did not really review my demo footage. You know, my big achievement recently is I finally got around to making all my VODs public on YouTube. So, you know, youtube.com/@TiesVods. If you want to review any of my history over the last 3 years. Prop Times, issue 183. So I have looked at a achievement guide to see if there's anything missable in this. Generally, as long as you return to the hotel and talk with all NPCs after every boss fight, you shouldn't really miss anything. There are a couple, like, side questy things that are time-gated, but generally the time limit for those things is defeating the next boss, so as long as you make the rounds and talk to pretty much everyone. And the game does live up to its title. Unfortunately, when it gives you the option of lying or telling the truth, you should basically always lie. There are only 2 times where telling the truth gives you a better result. And as long as you lie every time, you should be able to get the best ending. So, lies of P. Use Blade Fable Arts. While guarding to use Handle Fable Arts. Weapons have distinct blades and handles that each have their own Fable Art. They use up Fable slots, and different Fable Arts use a different number of slots. Charge Fable slots by attacking enemies with weapons. And share duplicate setting with forward jump. Ooh. Can share duplicate setting with forward jump / dodge action. If duplicating are not set for dash / dodge, press once to dash. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so now you click once to sprint, a second time to jump, and now circle no longer. Circle is just a dodge button. Sick. That's so good. I'm assuming a lot of these quality of life things were added post-launch. Woo! They definitely weren't in the demo. And it just feels like little things where it's like, yeah, this game did come after like a bunch of other Souls games and probably had its own quality of life tweaks, but it feels like a lot of these things are maybe unique decisions for this game specifically. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm sure I asked this in the demo as well. I am curious if you do break your weapon, if you can repair it. Or simply go into the Stargazer repairs the weapon. So I think we'll get Vigor to 10 as well. I'm curious if the Legion stat is Legion... I mean, it shouldn't be scaling. I'm assuming that's the Legion meter. Yeah, I'm going to assume that's basically like your MP or FP to reference Elden Ring. Let's just get ourselves one extra level. Why don't we? Yeah, yes. And then flower points in Mario RPG, if I'm not mistaken. Speaking of which, just apropos of nothing, I want to complain about the awful trend setting of YouTube. There are just so many YouTube video titles that make me roll my eyes and or possibly ask YouTube to immediately never recommend me a channel again. Any channel where it's like the only word that they can use to describe things is insane, like insane new gameplay footage of blank or insane new patch. It's just like the vocabulary has been tuned by the algorithm to be as just what's the word I'm looking for, exaggerated as possible. It's kind of like when Epic became like a popular word, where it's like I always thought of Epic as like a much grander term, and then just everyone started saying that to just mean like, yeah, it's cool, it's epic, and it's just like, I feel like the intensity isn't right there. But like the other recent thing is, you know, there are so many trend videos. It's like, can you beat X game with doing this, or I got all the trophies in this game, it was terrible, or I decided to beat this game by doing this, it was awful, I had the worst time. It's like, I don't feel sorry for you. You made your own stupid challenge, and then you're trying to like do the whole, you know, it's like when people would do scare cam streams to horror games back in the day in early YouTube that put like, you know, Markiplier and PewDiePie on the map and whatnot. Is just this like, I'm going to willingly subject myself to a miserable experience for content. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. The thing I wanted to complain about is the trend in videos where it's like, Mario games with surprisingly dark plot details, or the dark undertones of Zelda you never knew, the surprisingly upsetting details about Pikmin. You know, it's all just like, there's so many people who want to make the games that they like sound more serious than they are, because that's all they do. You then click on the channel and then you realize that that person only makes Nintendo content, or again, surprisingly dark storylines from Sonic the Hedgehog. And then you go look at their channel, it's all Sonic games and Sonic media, and it's just like, come on. I mean, we just talked about that. That would be if I forced myself to keep playing Night Rain's Deep of Night mode. It is all clickbait, Lasada. It's just the specific phrasing really grinds my gears. Speaking of grinding my gears. Yeah, I always feel a little sad for people who only seem to do one type of content. Because, like, there are definitely some people who it's clear that that's what they like and that's what they want to make. But it also feels like there's so many people that are stuck in this rut of, well, my channel started with this game, and now I guess I'll have to make my entire identity based around this game. So, you know, the Sonic channel all has to be, how can I take the thing that this other guy is doing, but do it about Sonic? And it all just, YouTube's become so samey because of the algorithm just homogenizing everything. It drives me so fucking crazy. There's also a really there was a YouTube video title I saw recently that really pissed me off. It's like, is Earthbound a bad RPG? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Earthbound is fucking phenomenal. It's a great RPG. It just comes from like a Dragon Quest basis, and not, you know, the other popular RPGs like Final Fantasy of the time. You know, I don't understand how someone could even ask that question about Earthbound, regardless of, maybe they're making an oddball statement and there's you know, let me explain what I mean, but I don't care. Your title sucks and it makes me mad, and then that's not just clickbait, that's a rage bait at that point. Can you beat Dark Souls with? Oh, I also hate the playing X the way developer intended. Like playing Dark Souls the way Miyazaki intended. Where, I don't know, they'll just like invest in like the terrible stat that does nothing. Yeah, a beloved 30-year-old game that is known for being a masterpiece that is incredibly unique. And I mean, I guess you could make the argument that because it's weird, it might not be a traditional RPG. You get party members, you're fucking globetrotting, you fight a godlike entity. It is so much a JRPG. It has comedy and not a fantasy setting. Yes, exactly. And that's kind of the joke, because they look at weird design decisions of the game and it's like, clearly this is what the developer intended, so what if I did an entire video about playing the game with that supposed intent? Yeah, that is a choice. Yeah, and again, Miyazaki, like, especially of Dark Souls and Elden Ring fame, has literally said, like, yeah, I'm not actually good at these games, but I like them being as, you know, arduous as they are, and I use every mechanic I can. Like, if you want to use Spirit Ashes, do it. Don't let anyone else stop you. I'm gonna make more poison swamps. I like he likes to suffer. He's a masochist. What can I say? Anyway, Fury attacks. Enemies become red and use a strong attack called a Fury attack. You can't guard Fury attacks, but you can move out of the attack's range or counter with a perfect guard. Okay, I was trying to figure out if there was a way to determine, like, stagger, but no, the bar just glows, and then you have to use a charge attack to stun them. Yes, I'm glad I remembered all that, because, like, I was literally, like, thinking about this in bed or in the shower, and it's like, I have a bunch of stuff I want to rant about, but whenever I'm streaming, I always forget. Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, I become very picky with the YouTube channels that I follow. Can I block gun? Well. Yeah. Yeah. I'd take anything. I'd take another remake, even if it's just Etrian Odyssey 4. Okay, I need to know. Can I jump? Aha! Yes, but not very well. Was there? Oh yeah, there was a man. I think the only remake that would kind of bum me out is if we got Etrian Odyssey Untold 1 or 2, because that would be a bit much. Correct. The first-person dungeon crawler where you make your own party. Which, you know, there are a lot of those, but they don't live up to that quality standard, in my opinion. Or they're really clunky and don't have great user interfaces. Because, like, there are a lot of games from, God, what is the company? Success Corporation. They make a whole bunch of them, but they feel very mass-produced and I don't want to say low effort, but they're definitely adhering more to the old wizardry games that really inspired that genre. Which in Japan they just call it DRPG for Dungeon RPG. Yeah, I will admit, I do want to, I would like to play the first Etrian Odyssey Untold, because the BGM of the extra final boss is so fucking good.
Is blocking the entrance, and that's the only way in. So please, be careful.
Ow! Okay, I didn't think he was actually going to attack me. Hey, man.
Hello there. Welcome to Krot, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone. Out here alone? You could use some help. Here's a festival gift for you. Now get yourself something useful.
All right. So now we can get the other weapon types. We got a throwing cell and a electric blitz abrasive. A large output battery that can be thrown inflicts electric blitz damage at the area of impact. After the puppet frenzy, people began... Same description. A special abrasive made by mixing electric blitz metal powders temporarily imbues a weapon with electric blitz. Why stalkers are prepared to face any manner of variable that comes up in battle. Abrasives are another weapon that can turn the tide on the constantly shifting battlefield. So I do remember that the boss has a electrical weakness that stuns them. Wintry Rapier. A rapier blade that specializes in sharp thrusts. The long, light blade is well suited for hit and runs. People with cold hearts began wandering Krot long ago. Everyone welcomed the changes that brought wealth, but they were bound to pay the price. A handle made to reflect the client's tastes. This handle, meant for a weapon used for duels, elaborately engraved. The petrification disease swallowed everyone inside a winter crystal. One has no choice but to take up the sword in order not to freeze. I remember being taken aback by that. It's like, there are two cataclysms happening simultaneously? Great Sword of Fate. A greatsword blade made by refashioning a puppet soldier's weapon. Even when used as a bayonet, its unique bend keeps it from interfering with firing. Stalkers who have survived life or death situations can see the threads of prey. These threads are the sticky spiderwebs of obsession that they say are clearer the stronger the puppet is. A standard greatsword handle made by the workshop, it is sturdy since it was made with the Krot Workshop's special techniques. The workshop gathered monster sweepers to face the unprecedented crisis. They lived up to their reputation, eating up monsters and becoming monsters in their own right. That's cool. So Inhumans are apparently a thing too. Yeah, so technique is dexterity, motivity is strength. So we got Storm Stab, we got Guard Parry, time the enemy's attack correctly to deflect it and trigger powerful attack. But that does use a bar. Slash an enemy in front, use an extra Fable slot to slash up to 3 more times. That's actually a really nice Fable art, because it's only 1 bar. Perfectly block the enemy's attack temporarily. That sounds great. Before I rest, I'm just going to run back over here and see if there was anything. I think this is just a... Yeah. Okay. No need to backtrack. While we're reading stuff... Oops. I keep pressing options when it's touchpad to access the menu. Vanini's Urgent Repair Tool. An emergency repair tool made by Vanini. Immediately restores weapon durability. An emergency repair tool that Vanini made to support stalkers. Regrettably, its manufacturing facility was destroyed during the puppet's occupations, so it has become a rare item. Azure Dragon Crescent Glaive, a gigantic pole weapon from an eastern land. Its massive weight can be borne only by those who have undying loyalty. The hero wielded this weapon for his sworn brothers in the world. The dragon's oath engraved on the glaive has become a legend passed down for over 1,000 years. This must be a reference to something from the same publisher. Pratt Times, issue 183. The Krot Grand Exhibition has been delayed. This decision was made to protect the citizens until the puppet frenzy that has recently paralyzed the city is under control. The occurrence began on Rosa Isabel Street, resulting in hundreds of casualties. While the cause is still unknown, the number of casualties and the scale of damage are both growing. As the crisis dragged on, the workshop and Vanini Company, Krot's largest puppet factory, announced that they would offer emergency supplies to citizens and do everything they could to alleviate the situation. A task force is investigating the possibility of a fatal loss of the Grand Covenant, which is the control protocol of the workshop's puppets. However, there is no quick solution as of now, with the puppet frenzy resulting in more casualties. As the city braces for a resurgence of the petrification disease, the citizens were advised to stay indoors for their safety. However, many citizens are trying to escape through Krot Central Station, intensifying the general chaos. See, that would be a good excuse to do the Bloodborne thing, where like everyone's just like chilling in their windows and their silhouettes. I'm surprised that there are actual NPCs abound. Let me actually check something on my Steam wishlist real quick, because I want to say I came across a dungeon RPG recently that Lasada might be interested in. I guess I've wishlisted a bunch of things recently. Here it is. Physiastery. I have not played the demo, but there is a demo. All right. So, let's change our stuff if we can. Oh, are we not allowed to separate yet? I don't think so. I think we need to get to the hotel. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's a bit much. Let's stick with that. Let's add the rapier in slot 2, just in case. Introducing the parade puppet. Here appears a terrific puppet that will enliven the parade. Introducing Parade Master, a remarkable parade puppet model from the workshop to celebrate the grand exhibition. Hello there, I am the Parade Master. I like singing and marching with people. The Parade Master has the following functions: 16 jolly songs, cheerful laughter, and 54 parade phrases. Parade dances to delight children, the strength to carry 6 men on his shoulders. The Parade Master was made big in commemoration of the Grand Exhibition. Yeah. Check out his charms on the eve of the upcoming exhibition. Even though I think this takes place in France, so I don't know why I'm doing that voice. I don't care. Or is it just Victorian? I forget. I forget what the setting is based on. I mean, Krot sounds like Germanic. God damn. I remember this kicked my ass. A large part of this fight is learning its moves and perfect guarding. That one being oops. Oh boy. Get in front. There we go. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting that's an attack. I'm choking. Damn it. Almost did it first try. I wonder if they tuned it down from the demo, because of that, I remember it took me a while. Or maybe I'm just better. Maybe I'm just better. Cool. Death Ergo appears in front of the boss like Kazan. Yeah. I'm surprised there isn't more like Clockwork ASMR stuff out there. I feel like that's on a level comparable to like Music Box, like Kalimba. That's a... Whoa! Okay. I'll definitely stay on his right side to avoid the, That'll do it. Boom. Eliminated. Ports. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, I remembered enough about the fight that was a very smooth second fight. P-Organ ability activation part. A colorful, tiny ergo fragment. It activates a special ability when equipped to the P-Organ. There's a special kind of ergo with different color and vibration. The workshop uses this gem to bring out puppets' different abilities. We also got something that I don't think we can view in this menu. Oh, here we go. Rare ergo. Obtained from the Parade Master. It is packed with immense power. A treasure hunter may want this rare ergo. Although the entire audience disappeared in a pool of blood, the Parade Master was cheerful. As long as there's a king, the show must go on. So I think we can go to the hotel now, so I'm going to hang on to my ergo in case I can use that to buy things or upgrade things. Oh, it sparks. I was like, oh, is it alive? No. Hotel Krot, the greatest luxury you will ever experience. Treat yourself to an unforgettable day.
One more thing I should mention. The hotel's security excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet after all.
I mean, are you chalking up, you know, Chuck E. Cheese and animatronics with that? I'd say they're similar enough. But there's also something to be said about liminal spaces as well. And not just, you know, the back rooms. But like there have been some backrooms horror games where you're just like exploring strange, almost MC Escher-esque connected swimming pools and slides and stuff. Hidden Moonstone. Upgrades normal weapon blade up to +3. A rare enhancement material that can be attained in different parts of Krot. It can upgrade the blades of common weapons. The Moonstone was not from this world. However, it was the most optimal enhancement material. In their urgency, technicians pushed forward with using the Moonstone for weapon upgrade without time to review it any further. Knock on the door.
Welcome to the Sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you?
I'm a human.
Grand Covenant's fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Krot.
Your springs are reacting. That's a cool structure. Lies of P. Yeah. I think part of the problem is animatronics and circus performers are people that can easily be turned into creatures. I wonder if the petrification disease is related to them mining this material. That is correct. If you say that you're a puppet, it won't let you in. So you are forced to lie in that first instance. You can tell the truth for the rest of the game, but there's no reason to do so except in 2 instances where you get a better outcome if you tell the truth. But unfortunately, you can only achieve the best ending if you lie a certain amount of times. So... The paradox is it's called Lies of P, and you're like, but lying is bad, and you know Pinocchio's all about the trouble you can get into when you start lying, so you shouldn't lie. But the game is telling you the truth. You should lie. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I do know that if you listen to records, that gives you the same hidden currency that ties into the ending. As the owner of Hotel Krot, Antonia is the queen of high society and famous for her good looks. Although the disease has eaten away at her, it hasn't taken away her elegant dignity. Gramophone. Who's this Korean hottie?
I'm so happy to see you. I am Sophia. I've been waiting for you. Searched all over the city of Krot to find you. You must have questions. Geppetto will have answers, but we have to find him first. He was last seen on Elysian Boulevard. All of Krot is dangerous for humans, and that neighborhood is one of the scariest. Please find Geppetto on Elysian Boulevard. I'll explain more once you find him.
I think what's funny is that, so people joke all the time about like, oh, anime characters are all white and have rainbow hair colors. Yeah, but Korea actually has their pop stars do that. You can level up through Sophia using the ergo in your possession. You can increase your stats when you level up.
Look at Gemini. I think he's in shock.
Jenny is fine.
That's proof you're broken. The real Gemini isn't so calm.
To be fair, he is
I
basically
know
a light bulb.
Winter, but perhaps I can fix him. Or perhaps he'll fix himself in time. Wait, take this pocket watch. Krot is a labyrinth of peril right now. This watch will guide you to a safe place. Be careful, clever one.
I got a little distracted when I found some tea cakes and jam, and had a lovely afternoon tea.
I'll use my power to help you.
Is there something you wish to know about Ergo?
Ergo is the miracle that made Krot prosper. Without Ergo, there would be no automated puppets to make Krot wealthy. When you move, you tap into the power of Ergo within you. Gather more Ergo. It will make you stronger.
I assume this is a reference to, is it Cogito Ergo Sum? I think therefore I am? About Manad's lamp.
In the folklore of Krot, a cricket often acts as a guide. That is why these automated models became popular. But Gemini is unique. He's more than just a guide. As you get more familiar with Gemini, you'll see what I mean.
Big stargazer. Now we have fast travel. You can transfer from one stargazer to another. You can only travel to those you have activated. Stargazers in areas with an event will be marked with a hint. So we have two other NPCs to talk with. What's up, buddy?
Welcome to Hotel Krot. My name is Polendina, butler to Lady Antonia. Please let me know how I may be of service. At Hotel Krot, comfort and calm walk hand in hand. Welcome to Hotel Krot. How may I be of service?
About the Grand Covenant.
The Grand Covenant is a set of absolute commands imprinted on puppets when they are made. First law. All puppets must obey their creator's commands. Second law. A puppet may not harm humans. Third law. A puppet protects and serves humans and the city of Krot. Fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. I've told you about the laws engraved upon every puppet. Do you require anything else?
There could be a fun sci-fi thing where people shoot like lasers into space and bounce them off of planets. Legion magazine, a polymer filling that activates a Legion arm specific ability. It can be implanted in a Legion arm to charge Legion rapidly. The polymer bullets that are used in Legion arms were developed in collaboration with Vanini Works. These bullets undergo a chemical reaction inside the Legion arm and turn into different substances like fire, electricity, or acid. Also, Kitty. Just kicking the suitcases around. Check records in possession. Yeah, I think I might not have gotten the record that was in the demo. Start performing. We did the peony. Vanini's Krot Landmark Guide. This month's attraction, Hotel Krot. Hotel Krot is one of the city's creepiest and most mysterious buildings. According to lore, Hotel Krot is an isolated castle built by an aristocrat devoted to a form of occultism after receiving a revelation from a radiant tree. At one point, it was used as a mental institution, and some patients said they saw hallucinations. However, no records remain, as they were all destroyed in a large fire. Above all, being so far underground just compounds the rumors. Some even said that it is connected to an unknown hell. But now the rumors have served to embellish the charm of Hotel Krot, which has been renovated in the latest style. As the recent rumors of the grand exhibition Ghost Hotel spread, more customers are actually looking to stay at the hotel. Next is a comment from the hotel owner, Miss Antonia. A ghost hotel? I've heard that more times than I can remember, but fortunately our hotel guests are brave like lions. It's not a problem at all. Rating 4 out of 5, creepy and mystical, best resort in Krot. Reporter Medoro. This guide was made with the support of Vanini Company, a friend of the city. Oh man, she's staring at herself. She's happy. I mean, she could probably move herself. I don't know.
Unexpected guests are welcome. We don't insist on reservations. I am Antonia, and this is my hotel. Welcome. Oh, I knew from the moment we met that you're Geppetto's puppet. He might have a few loose screws, but Geppetto's skills are undiminished. It's a shame. He took off for Elysian Boulevard, and he never came back. If he doesn't turn up soon, we'll have to make a new coffin. Oh, I forgot. I was keeping this for him. It comes with a long story, but I think it's better off with you. Please find that old man, and do take care of yourself out there.
Her model looks too similar to Sophia. Like, despite the fact that she's got gray hair and like a few wrinkles on like her neck, her face is still weirdly young.
People have no idea so many secrets are buried in Krot. Thanks for keeping me company. What are you curious about?
About lying.
I see you're here. That means you can lie. Your lies are a rare ability. You're able to choose your own path, unbound by anything. People on the outside are still afraid of puppets. Lie to protect yourself and find your path.
About Geppetto.
I'm an old friend of Geppetto's. His son is like family to me. Make yourself at home. You're always welcome here at the hotel. If you have any questions, ask my butler, Polendina.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that now that I've remapped the button, I can no longer sprint with circle. But the muscle memory is already has already kicked in. Knock on the door. It's locked tight. Open the door. You need Rosa Isabel street entrance key. So, I mean, that's where the whole disaster began. I could do something funny and make that like an endgame shortcut. Switch Legion arm. Vanini craft machine. But it also could literally be the very next shortcut that we open, so... Meow meow. Yeah, are cats a collectible in this? I forget. Is this like Chronos the New Dawn?
I heard about you from Geppetto, but to see you in person... Wow. You should take this. Geppetto left it with me.
Okay. Goddamn. All right. Legion arm is special equipment that is equipped on the left arm. Each Legion arm has its own combat ability. Legion arm can be modified into all sorts of forms. Modifications can be made using the Vanini craft machine.
The sound of it alone. That craftsmanship comes only from the hands of Geppetto. You must be something else. A custom arm from Geppetto himself is quite an accessory. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Eugenie from the Workshop Union. I know my way around weapons of all kinds. I'm sure Master Geppetto would agree. If any of your weapons need work, bring them to me. I know my way around a weapon. Want me to look at something?
About Stargazer.
A Stargazer is a survival device used by the Stalkers. It powers itself by accumulating and absorbing ergo spores in the air. The Stalkers installed Stargazers all across the city. Once they're recovered, we can put them to use.
I mean, ergo spores. Yeah, that. this is fucking like the women working in the factories with like uranium dust or whatever, right? I am absolutely calling it that the ergo spores. The fact that they're spores and not dust, like, come on. That's got to be the cause of the petrification disease. About training.
If you want to test your skills or try new techniques, head for the garden. The Stalkers captured a puppet to use for training. Don't look at me like that. Everyone hates puppets. I know whose side you're on.
You're one of the good ones. I don't like how she pronounced accumulating. Upgrade weapon. If you have Moonstone, Eugenie can help you upgrade a weapon's blade. The weapon's attack power will increase when you upgrade the blade. Some blades can be only upgraded with a special Moonstone. Alter handle. Am I forgetting a mechanic or how it works? I could have sworn. Someone's memory. The uniform of a sophisticated and dignified boarding school. These clothes have been worn before. The uniform of a boarding school famous in Krat. The initial M is engraved on an elegant brooch. We might not just have the mechanic unlocked yet. Puppet string. A Legion arm that can release a wire. It can be strung around an enemy to drag it toward you or to move you toward it. Trace, dodge, and attack link. If you pull or wire trace an enemy and press and hold the Legion arm button, it will trigger a link attack. Press and hold the Legion arm button to track an enemy. Enables dodging after a hit. Stalkers devised a tool that increases their mobility during combat with puppets. The wire instantly narrows the distance between one and one's enemy, but it cannot guarantee one's safety afterward. It's also significantly heavier. Size of key equipment weight. Okay, so 60% is when you become heavy. Apparently, there's also a threshold people don't know about, which is if you're less than 30%. But you basically have to unequip like everything. So 60, 80, and then 100%. Well, we're still below 60. Great fortune to all visitors, rest for all travelers, blessings to all friends. Well, I guess we'll level up. Oh, right, we have to...
I'll use my power to help you.
I remember saying that this is something that should have changed. It's annoying having to go to a separate NPC. Okay, so at this point, I think giving us some extra capacity would not be a bad idea. Because we're probably going to start getting some different handles and whatnot soon. We'll use our next couple weapons to decide how we want to lean into motivity or technique. All right. Show off clothes. It is instinctive of life to want to show off beauty. To some, even simple gifts are sufficiently beautiful. Use the phone to answer the King of Riddles correctly and get a Trinity key. You can use it to unlock a Trinity sanctum hidden somewhere in Krot. Yeah, the fact that it's now lying, and that is what is causing the nose to lengthen. This is this is a great loading screen. There's a child screaming in the hallway. That's annoying. Elysian Boulevard entrance. Cloudy morning. Oh.
Hey, let's be more careful. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
World-winning cafe restaurant wine. The biggest popularity. The highest popularity. Spécialité de café. Yeah, so it must be France. Aubrey Street Bakery. Bistro de Krot. Champagne, fine dining. Homo Machina servers. You are the next Venigni. Talk with Gemini.
I'm Gemini, your friendly puppet guide. Or friendly guide puppet? I don't know, one of those. I'm also a friend of Sophia's. Last time I woke up, Sophia was there because she woke me up. But I'm sure there are still other memories in there. Sorry. Must be the shock. Bear with me, and I'll do my best to guide you.
I definitely said this when playing the demo, but I really like Gemini's voice actor. Dale's Bookstore, one of Krot's oldest bookstores. Okay. Star fragment. Meteor fragment that we can found in different parts of Krot. It can be used at the cracks calling in front of a boss area to summon a specter. Star fragments cross dimensions to grant human wishes. If you wish for it desperately enough, they may be able to summon someone who wants to help save this world. Okay, you can absolutely strafe around and backstab enemies. See the future. Greatest city in the world. Bourgeois Ward. Fedor books. A lot of these are the best bookstore, or the best whatever. The Air Clemence.
Elysian Boulevard was a regular rich people row. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. But That was long ago. Before the puppet frenzy.
Four Seasons will. Four Seasons Coffee House. Ow, ow, ow. Ah. Ooh, the way that he, like, staggers all mechanically, that's a really nice detail. Also, I didn't realize I had taken so much damage unless that pistol shot really did a lot. I should probably engage with enemies by going in defending first so that I have recoverable damage. Oh, that guy's the gunner. All right. Yeah, more stamina might not be a bad idea. Love how crunchy everything is. A lot of F-150 frame. More weight, more defense. Made to order items specific to Lotta, the Puppet Parts Workshop. It has been in use for a long time, so despite being heavy, it is reliable. I mean, hey, good thing I operated my capacity. Yeah. Okay, you have gun. That's the ladder, and that's, yeah. Back to the Air Clemence. Gemini's emergency protection. Temporarily protects death ergo when hit. Food for the cricket puppet, though through which you receive Gemini's help. If used when there is death ergo to reclaim, it reduces the ergo lost from being hit. Oh, on hit. Interesting. The Gemini model was designed so it could be fed ergo to build affinity. However, no one could have imagined that this model had another ability that was even more special. Don't worry, I'll make sure to protect you. Oh boy, you're healthy. Yikes. Okay, so not every enemy can be backstabbed. Got it. Oh, God. Yeah, that guy's more serious than I expected. Okay, so that ladder is just over there. Good shortcut. I mean, can I access this without... Yeah. And it even gets us behind the gunner. Motherfucker. All right. It's funny when this guy is giving me more difficulty than the first boss. But I suppose that's the difference of a big wind-up. There we go. Still not enough, huh? Ooh, all right. And the fact that you cut him in half, that's very cool. Attribute resistance and pool. Temporarily increases overheat, electric shock, decay, and corruption resistance. A special ampoule made to enhance a puppet's attribute resistances. When used, it enhances resistance. A robust defensive position is sometimes better than attacking. The resistance ampoule was developed to raise puppets' tolerance to abnormal statuses. Oh. That's mean. But I think I remember But there might be a guy with a gun up top. Hey, we got a electric abrasive. Okay, there's a ladder down, and then we can also get... Oh! Fuck! And the sharp pipe is a throwing object. Can be thrown. Passes through the enemy and inflicts piercing damage. Some throwable weapons boast great destructive power on their own. When combined with the strength of puppets, nothing more needs to be said. You know what? No. My instinct is telling me to go up, but I want to say that that might be progress, and the last... Oh, he has a ladder sliding animation like Eve from Stellar Blade. Not quite as sexy, but, you know, close enough. Yes, this is what I thought. Because the shortcut that we saw so far was at ground level. Pretty sure when I played the demo, I didn't find that until much later. All right, so we decided that stamina and capacity would be good. Yeah, let's do a little bit of both. Let's just go back to the Stargazer. That may have actually been the reason why I was so low on stamina. I thought to myself, oh, I guess I attacked a lot and I was out of resource. No, maybe not. Yeah, fighting two enemies at once, back to back, is definitely enough to deplete your resources. Yeah, and stamina is very slow to regenerate, so attacking an enemy after sprinting for a hot second is really detrimental. Fuck. So that keeps getting me as well. I wonder if the oil is like different colors, because I remember it being very clearly black, but that was very brown. I hear a meow meow. And there is the guy. I'm hearing someone coughing and a cat meowing. Is this... No, this might just be set dressing. thing, so. Whoop! Uh-huh. There's, yeah, I saw that. Oh, God. Let's deal with you. And now you. I'm playing a bit more defensively because I was like, I don't know if that guy's gonna be staggerable. Can I not get up to those guys yet? I don't want to go back up and check. Let's just keep pushing on. Alright, who's gonna be... Ah, here we go. Motherfucker. Oh, no. No, 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 no. And I'm assuming I would not be capable of pulling those guys off of the roof. Oh. Yo. All right. Let's go read our letter. Rosenman's letter. My Louise and Charlotte, my treasure. I can't hear anything. I think the streets are already dead. Nothing but silence. I assume that I, too, will become just another petrified corpse soon. I still remember the sound of your singing voice and the sight of Charlotte looking at picture books. I miss all of it. The best thing I did when I was alive was send you and Charlotte to the cathedral for shelter. I wish this nightmare was all over. If only you and the kid could come back, but I guess now it's impossible. I love you, Louise. I pray that you're safe there. Remembrance. In the face of loss, sometimes even a saint's words cannot provide solace. Nevertheless, one must remain courteous. Yeah, saw that coming. Need to test if heavy attacks don't plank off of the wall. Nope. Yeah, it seems like they don't. Yeah, the problem is we now have to fight this guy with no resources. Okay. And down you go. I wonder if that's just what heavy attacks do. It feels like if you're sitting on your last heal, you may as well use it sooner than later. I forgot about repairing my weapon. Until just now. Increases max HP. An amulet that can be equipped on a puppet. Information and memories that are useful for movement can be imprinted on the symbol to draw out special powers. The slightest blink is enough to make a puppet move. Puppets do not have life, but it's enough to move them. Ooh, Stargazer. Making progress. Okay. I still feel like investing in damage is not the right move. Let's get some more health. Oh, hey, man. Wish I noticed you before I spent
Why,
my...
hello! I didn't know anyone was alive out here. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a burglar. I'm just crashing in an abandoned house for a while. Don't worry, I won't cause any trouble. We survivors need to look out for each other. For your information, I didn't steal this.
I wouldn't judge, anyway. Yeah, that's about right. Alright. Yeah, we need that electric coil stick. That? Alright. Don't know what I expected. Okay. And there's gonna be... Yep, corner man. Fuck. I'm not sure if this is a game where you want to necessarily be destroying boxes to look for goodies or not. I thought that there's some planks there. Aha! But I would rather secure an escape route first. I see you. Really? Okay.
Wait, I can sense something strange. Jeepers! Is that a butterfly? Why is the ergo reacting like that? If you want to check it out, I can take point.
Do you forget about me, bro? Oh, hey. Benini's Krat Landmark Art 2. This month's attraction, Alchemist Bridge. The Alchemist Bridge is the bridge on Elysian Boulevard and the main way to Krat City Hall. The Holy Ouroboros, the mark of the alchemist, is fittingly engraved into the bridge. This shows that the alchemists are not just a powerful, privileged class, but have also donated tremendous amounts of money across the city. Thanks to the thriving culture of philanthropy in Krat, you can find areas with names of prominent figures. It's like the city's motto, the citizens are the owners of the city. The most widely known attraction is Rosa Isabel Street. It's named after the cultural sponsor Lady Isabel Monod. But if you think about how the lady's married to the leader of the alchemists, Valentinus, you'll think twice about who really is in control of Krat. The union of Krat's old families and the organization of alchemists is shown in this symbolic form. Given that the sacred Ouroboros mark is engraved on City Hall as well, it's obvious who owns the city of Krat. Rating 3 out of 5. Good place to learn about Krat's beginning and its essence. Reporter Medora. This guide was made with the support of Benini Company, but it may not reflect the company's opinions. Where is the butterfly? Okay, a little ladder there. Yum yum. Or dimensional butterfly. Occasionally, they will appear in parts of Krat. Manod's lamp can detect a butterfly lighting up red to point out its location. When the character is near the hiding butterfly, it will appear. After a certain amount of time, the butterfly will disappear into another dimension. Kill it to get useful materials. Okay, crystal lizard. Was that just the star fragment? See. I guess so. Oh, yeah, we didn't read this. Moonphase Pocket Watch. Teleport to hotel or last stargazer used. Pocket Watch from Sophia. The power inside the watch returns the user to the last stargazer visited or to the hotel stargazer. A pocket watch imbued with mystical power. The power of the watch turns back time to when the boy was in peak condition. Warning, petrification disease, quarantine zone, no trespassers. Everyone is a patient or a lunatic. Do not speak to them. Okay, you're clearly an NPC. Oh Lord, he coming. Oh Lord, he coming. Hey, lady.
Oh, this must be your first time in the petrification disease quarantine zone. For most people, this is their last stop. You are a good Samaritan for coming all the way here. Kind one. May I ask you a favor? My family took my baby from me and sent me here. They said it was for my own good, but it was heartless just the same. A baby must be with its mother. Please go to Krat City Hall and bring me my baby.
Sure, I'll find her.
Thank you so much, kind one. I can finally see my sweet Elena's face again. Please hurry. Hard scales spreading across my eyes.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Before I lose my sight. Please.
She said the baby was at City Hall. Should we check it out? I hope everybody's safe.
I do not like the outstretched hand. It's giving the fucking guy in the toilet in Majora's Mask. All right. Okay. we go. Ooh, we got a baton from that. That's exciting. Attack for the next hit. Ahead from the self-defense batons used by the corrupt police. The hard cudgel can be used to bash all kinds of puppets. After the violent protest with the factory labor union, it became customary for police batons and Krot to be painted black. The reason needs no explanation. The handle from the self-defense batons used by Krot police. The grooved lines make for a firm grip. It can be assembled with any blade. Do not ever rob a police officer's home. You won't go to prison. It's a one-way ticket to the sewers with a head smashed by a police baton. The advice of a retired petty thief. I'm assuming it's so that you don't see the blood on the baton. Okay, so we will need to upgrade. Oh, does that actually... I don't really notice a difference. Oh, okay. I kind of dig that. Torn doodle. It itches. Feel the skin and there's blue blood. 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 Pretty cocoon. Blue angel. Joyful appetite. Blue death. What a feast. Death, death, and death. I'm alive. It itches. The short range on this is interesting. But I don't think I mind it. It seems to attack fast enough. I should probably test the... Ooh, that's a meaty... Oh! Hi! That actually got me. Ow. I wonder if this maybe does more... Here, actually, we can probably fact check that. Charge, pulse cells, physical attack, blunt. Can disassemble, yeah, I don't know. I was trying to see if there might be something like, well, that's the bridge, okay. If there was like a, stagger, like a poise damage stat or something. Bad dog. Oh god. Alright, that's pretty good. So I think this is gonna take us to... Ow, ow, ow. Oh, no! I thought that was gonna take us to the treasure chest, but I guess not. Yeah, okay. So I'm not sure why that was locked, but I think our shortcut is going to be through here. Oh.
For your information.
Let's get some more capacity. Electric blitz attack. There we go. Oh, interesting. It's the handle that has the attack ability. The head of a blunt weapon made by Vanini Company to destroy puppets. The coil releases a powerful current that causes lethal damage to puppets. Humans have always feared anything that excels beyond them. Puppets were already their loyal servants, but humans have created a new natural enemy that is sure to attack their weaknesses. The handle of a blunt weapon made by Vanini Company to destroy puppets. Much went into the handle's insulation for the sake of the user's safety. The powerful electric blitz was clearly effective in killing puppets. However, its inventor failed to realize that it was also effective on humans. Well, to be fair, anything is. Especially if it's being wielded by a puppet. That's still going to make us heavy. God damn. Alright. Fair enough. I'm thinking... because there were ladders here, so... Oh, that was the door that we opened. Holy shit, alright. God. Ow, ow. Okay. Not too much I could have done there. Stamina recovery speed also slows down. It mentions movement speed, so that might not just be rolls. Right, this way. I don't know if there's full damage, and I'm not going to risk it when I have Ergo on the ground. But I will deal with those poppers. Ow. Ow, ow. Motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, really wasn't a great way to handle that.
I wish we could play like we used to.
God. All right. That's a lot of damage. I'll talk to you in a second, buddy. I just want to get all this stuff so I don't have to come back here again. Maybe I should hit that with my Legion arm. Ooh, insulation converter. That probably gives me resistance. To pretty much everything. And especially electric shock. An appendage newly developed by the Workshop Union. It has a new design and enough versatility to be used in different places. As the weight of your equipped items increases, your movement speed and stamina recovery speed slow down. When you reach the weight limit, it greatly slows down your speed. Upgrade your capacity to increase the weight limit of items you can equip. Hey, man.
Who is it? Is that you, Murphy? Oh, I guess not. Sorry, I thought you were my friend, Murphy. Murphy is a super cool police officer. As a puppet, even the petrification disease can't get him. I wish I was like him. You should leave so you don't catch the disease from me. If only we could play together like we used to. Murphy, I miss you. If only we could... Murphy.
Yeah, okay, this is looking familiar. And if we go up here, this is gonna be like just in front of... Alright. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think we've tied up all our loose ends. We just need to move across the bridge. But... What was that sound effect? Oh, that's my health coming back. Really? Alright. Oh, it's... You slow down when you pick up items. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, there's a dog! Where did you come from? Jesus, alright. At least, it'll be easy to get our, airgo back. Mine. Bye-bye. Yeah, unlike Dark Souls, there doesn't seem to be a way to queue up the elevator, per se, for the next time you're there. So I'm actually quite enjoying these weapons. What do they scale with? Motivity and advance. Okay, so that also is status damage. Got it. Okay, so like arcane. Okay, so we can start putting some points into motivity and maybe a little bit in advance. Let's just go ham. That was a bad idea. All right. I wish I knew what Electric Blitz does. Because I thought it stunned enemies, but it might just do damage over time. Because when I'm looking at some enemy health bars, they have gray life, and I don't know if that's being caused by the Electric Blitz or, again, their ability to defend. Probably the latter. But it would be nice to know what the various status effects actually do. Look at that shitty run back. Alchemist Bridge, Cloudy Morning. Are they gonna follow me through here? Probably, yeah. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some distance. We're gonna deal with the dog. Gonna bring. Oh, okay. You're allowed to guard that apparently. All right. It was very inelegant, but... So I'm gonna assume we want a bladed weapon. All puppets will be destroyed. Ah. Purge puppets.
Come out, Geppetto! You've got a lot to answer for!
Hey, man.
You know what caused the puppet frenzy, don't you? You're their maker, practically their father. You and the alchemist scheming together. Tell me the truth. What's your problem? I'm here for the old man. Get lost. Wait. I know you. Or more like, I know what you are. You're the devil's puppet. You can't sneak past me. Die!
That's a big old sword. Oh my god. Alright. Wow. Alright.
I'll kill you both, then string you up on the bridge.
Yeah, you're healthy too.
Then string you up on the bridge.
Man. There you go. First try.
The truth. Now I feel bad for my comrade.
I feel like that was also a difficult part for me in the demo. What's up, Pappy G? I did a good murder.
Finally, we meet, son. It's a dream come true. Seeing you like this. I understand why some people despise me. I invented the puppets after all. I should take responsibility as their maker. But in order for me to do that, I need to take care of the puppets at City Hall. Won't you help me, son? Take this. You'll find it most useful.
Brought City Hall key, maximum number of pulse cells. Alright, Enigma assembly tool.
I want to hear all about your experiences, but now isn't a good time. Use the Stalker's key to open the bridge door. Then get rid of the frenzied puppets that have seized City Hall. We'll catch up at Hotel Krat when you're done.
I'm pretty sure that's where the demo ended.
I want to hear. Use the Stalker. We'll catch up.
A tool that can assemble and disassemble weapons blade and handle. Weapon assemble is available through Stargazers and Eugenie. When dealing with a non-human enemy, it is necessary to do away with common sense. The workshop and the Stalkers assembled various blades and handles, focusing on making the greatest weapons. Donkey's hunting apparel. It reeks of brutal violence. The madman, who is now terminally ill, no longer feared puppets with a petrification disease. He simply wanted to know the truth, the reason for his colleague's bloodshed. It is the mask of one blindly seeking the truth. The madman wanted to find the real truth. Blinded by his stubbornness, he failed to see the approach of death. Krat City Hall key. Once held by the Mad Donkey, it opens the entrance to the Alchemist Bridge on the way to Krat City Hall. The madman wanted the deaths of his colleagues paid for with blood. When he finally found the puppet's father, the madman closed and locked the door and demanded answers.
So about that weapon assembly tool you were talking about. If you find any more weapons, let's try using them here.
Assemble weapons through Eugenie at the hotel or at the Stargazers in different areas. Separate your weapons into blade and handle, and assemble them into new weapons that match your character's battle style. A weapon's features are decided by the handle and blade combo. Okay. So health would be really good, but I think motivity is the right choice to make right now. And then we can focus on weight after that. Although that amount is not super extensive. It's only going up by 2 and then 1. More capacity. Okay. So... So I think that determines the damage type, but the animations are decided by the handle. And also scaling. Interesting. And you do want us to try and match certain weapon compatibilities. So like the electric coil stickhead, for example, will do less damage if given a stab type. It's capable of stabbing, but will do less damage, is what I'm kind of gathering. There we go. Absolute defense doesn't sound bad either, honestly. But I feel like I shouldn't be hedging my bets on that. So silly. Okay, another shortcut, so... City Hall does appear to be an area and not just, the boss fight. Oh my god, there's 3 of you. Alright. Okay, that damage is nice. Nope. Jesus. Yeah, I hope there's some kind of way to increase poise at some point. Oh wow, is that what the petrification disease looks like in its final stages? Interesting. I mean, again, spores. They're spores. Oh, there's even the little bar underneath your ergo actually tells you how close you are to the next level. That's smart. Okay, I do need to be wrapping up soon, so we'll see if we can make it to, I might... Oh no. I got some lore. Man. Yeah, I think I just need to bait them out and then go for this dagger. Go. Kablam. No, instead of...
Oh, no. No survivors here. What do we do? Just give her that baby puppet?
I mean... It's a Souls-like. There's certainly been weirder interactions. Puppet Destroyer's Amulets. Alright. Crush, crush, crush. The executioner puppet didn't know the reason or significance, but carried out his role. Broken baby puppet. A broken puppet covered in wounds. It was left in the City Hall garden, a luxury item that the child of a rich family once played with. It is unknown where the puppet's owner is. Krot News Issue 1124. Mr. Vanini's ambition to make a jolly police mascot puppet for City Hall ended in failure. His passion to make a trustworthy friend for the citizens and a strong officer who overpowers criminals was in the right place, but turned out to be excessive. The new police officer puppet's overcharged storage battery exceeded its capacity, causing chain explosions, malfunctions, and serious body damage. The City Council recommended disposing of the puppet on the grounds that its appearance intimidates visitors, but Mr. Vanini and the taxpayers protested, halting the council's plan in its tracks. The puppet still lies abandoned behind City Hall to this day while the lawsuit is ongoing. The interesting thing is, even when the puppet is unattended, it performs a number of its mascot roles. It is especially popular with kids, and it even appears to react and respond to the playing of children. However, it has led to more slum children entering City Hall and causing inconvenience to visitors. The City Council is considering exhibiting the puppet only occasionally as a means to restrict entry. I wonder if that's Murphy. Spectre. Use a star fragment at the cracks calling next to the boss area to summon a Spectre. It will help your character in the boss battle. So I'm assuming that's the boss fight. So let's go hand in our side quest. To be honest, I don't really remember. How do, oh, okay. It might help us. Yes, okay. Very nice. Yeah, I think that guard regain would be helpful. Oh. That might have been an interesting tooltip to read. Ergo is a powerful stone, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I want to say it was back. That sucks. Doesn't seem correct. No, definitely wrong way. like, I remember the courtyard where she was, but not... like, how we got there. It's probably gonna be really obvious once I reach it. Oh, yeah, okay, I think I'm remembering now. Okay, now you can absolutely clash with walls like that. Good to know. Yeah, I think it was after the butterfly, maybe? Yes, okay. Hello.
You found her, Kind One. I could sense her from miles away. Oh, my sweet Elena. Please let me hold her. There, my baby. I missed you so much. What do you think? Isn't my baby adorable?
She's a cute baby.
That's right, Kind One. You've granted me my only wish. My sweet Elena. We're going to be happy now. Thank you so much, Kind One. Please accept my heartfelt gratitude.
Feel. Records you obtain while playing the game can be played using the gramophone at the hotel. You can listen to the music on the records to obtain humanity. Which is the hidden stat that I mentioned. Which increases every time you lie. Records playtime, 3 minutes, 55 seconds. A record that can be discovered in Krot. It can be used with a gramophone in the hotel. Close your eyes, dance the night away with me, everything will feel better. A song that quietly comforts the dark. Feel, a voice to accompany you in the sadness of night. Actually, well, let's look at that, Ooh, that record art is very pretty. Someone made a joke post on Reddit recently, on the gaming subreddit about like physical media preservation by using the disc of Onechanbara Z2 Kagura, where it's Kagura doing like a Slav squat with her legs open, and her crotch is centered on the hole in the disc, and it's like, all right. But at the same time, yeah, there is something to be said about disc art for physical media, and the same again can be said for box art as well. There is something to be appreciated about that, and it would suck. Like, yeah, we have splash screens for a lot of games nowadays, which is still good, but it's not the same. I do like a good splash screen though. Okay. I don't know why my guard regain keeps going down. Is it because it's a percentage based? Like, is 75 20.4% of 367, and then when my max HP goes up, the percentage decreases as a result of that? Absolutely. That's stupid. All right. So we'll give this boss like a couple attempts, and then we'll end there. They may have made the first boss easier because this is the first boss that you can use specters on. I remember this guy being easier than the first fight, though. It's just a matter of remembering his combos. I have a feeling he might be resistant to electricity. I remember him having a grab. Okay. I think I still got hit by that. Oh boy. Yeah, there it is. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, let's get some distance. I did not time that correctly. Oh, and the ground explodes after. Right, okay. Okay. We got time for like one more run. Yeah, that's not too bad. I just gotta play cleaner. And I'm not sure I should be using this weapon, but yeah. It is what it is. I do think this is a pretty cool visual. Ah, okay, that's a piercing attack. Yep. Yeah. Like that. Okay, yep. Oh, okay, that becomes the grab. I didn't see that full animation before. Right. Hopefully I'm alive after this. Maybe not. No. Okay. Okay. I think I got this. Just need to get the timing down of the drill, the piercing attacks, and start dodging those command throws. And I'm gonna switch to the Billy Club. This might not be good for range, but motherfucker. All right. Not a great start. Well, nice of you to turn around. Finally blocked that correctly. Okay, thankfully that was not the, Oh, fuck. God damn it. I think I would have had that if I had landed that charge attack. Okay, one more attempt. Hopefully it doesn't kickstart like a cutscene or anything after that I need to immediately attend to. Worst comes to worst, I can always backtrack to that Stargazer. I'm not sure if this isn't doing, like, meaningful more damage or not. I do kind of like the attack animation, though. Ooh, that was... That was almost good. There we go. Wow. Okay. God damn it. No. Yes, let's go. Whew. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, what do we get? Scrap Watchman, Broken Heroes Ergo. The Watchman contorted and broke from the adult's desires. However, he never forgot the children who considered him their friend. Overcharged storage battery, Legion Arm core part. The Scrapped Watchman's central core. Legion Arm with immense power can be crafted by Eugenie or the Vanini craft machine. The plan of Krat City Hall's Watchman ultimately failed. The Watchman, whose storage battery had swelled and back had bent horribly, became an angry judge and swept through Elysian Boulevard. Core. P-Organ core part. A key part that can activate the P-Organ. Activating the P-Organ allows quartz to be equipped. The P-Organ is the quintessence of the brilliant craftsman Geppetto's puppet skills. Rare parts are necessary to develop a device like that. Small wooden officer puppet, a shapeless toy carved from wood and painted over. It has the strange appearance of a hunchback, but it was obviously made with care. Winter, abandoned by the adults. The children let go of their childhood to survive. Spring, the broken police puppet accompanied the children's whistles and restored the children's laughter. Summer, the children made Murphy by carving wood and painting him with stolen paint. Fall, Murphy, who received Murphy as a gift. Never let go of it. All right, level 24, huh? Cool. All right. So now let's quickly boot up Street Fighter 6.